IPOB Biafra is back once again. I mean, it's been there, but the silence and the continued court rhetoric and the back and forth somehow dampened, and of course, the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. He said he is Nnamdi Kanu's disciple, but somehow it seems the mechanics that, the mechanism that Nnamdi Kanu laid down with other people did not just kind of resonate with Simon Ekpa now. Nnamdi Kanu is representing himself, and his legal team are either protesting or chilling at home. Like, okay, you know what? Let's do this sit at home, something like that. Now, the sit at home has been not productive because you cannot change the hands of the government. Maybe they said to themselves, let's do this to kind of force the hand of Southeastern governors to do something, but it's not working. And when something is not working, you need to change strategy. Maybe that is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu decided to do this. Federal Capital Territory Minister Wike dropped bombshell. He is part of those that Nnamdi Kanu is asking to come to court as a witness. Let us see, and we'll be saying more.
Honorable Minister, if I may deviate a bit from politics, just quickly, a case currently ongoing, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case in court. There was a protest on Monday, but he was set to open his defense yesterday, and you were listed as one of his witnesses.
Compelling witness.
Alongside a number of other notable Nigerians, so former Attorney General, some governors, former governors as well, and another minister, Dave Umahi, was listed as well. I do not know if you're aware of this and why it is that you have been listed as one of the witnesses in this case.
And
if you see Nnamdi Kanu, you ask him, why did he list me? I did not go to say I want to be a witness. You are the one saying that. So if you see him, ask him, why did you list Wike as one of your witnesses?
Have you not seen it?
I'm coming. I don't list. See, you don't become a witness by reading newspaper. Nobody has served me any process. Nobody has subpoenaed me. So because I saw Wike's listed, therefore, I'm going to run helter skelter. No, you don't do that. If I am served, if I'm subpoenaed to come and give witness or to give evidence, I must obey the court. I must appear. But not on pages of newspapers. Nobody does that.
Excellency.
And so as to why I should be listed, he who chooses me there, you should ask him the question. But if I am invited, if I'm supposed to come, go home and sleep. I will be there.
But that's what you wrote. You said here, my lord, that the defendant has now applied for bail. Now, as I've said earlier, bail is an indication of the court taking into consideration all the conditions laid down in Muhammad Abacha v. State. At this stage, I am of the opinion that to make or take a stand on the bail application without first hearing and determine the issue that is glaring in the face, which is the absence of the defendant from the court since 25th of April 2017 until he was produced on the 29th of June. My lord, which was exactly what the Supreme Court did. They said that he did not jump bail. These criminals came to my house to kill me. That's what the Supreme Court said. This is in your own ruling, in your own court, my lord. So I cannot understand, my lord, why my trial will be conducted contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria that said I must have free and unfettered access to my counsel. It's here. This is the law of Nigeria.
So a lot of you have still not gotten the picture, but let me show you something, right? This was February 28, 2017, 2 years after Nnamdi Kanu's first arrest. His first arrest was in 2015. So far so good. This whole thing not happened for 10 years, going to the 11th year now, where that guy, they're still holding, right? So in 2017, see the people that were agitating seriously for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Soludo, the present governor of Anambra State, Utomi, another Southeast leader, demand immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu. As you can see, some Igbo leaders have demanded the unconditional release of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, unconditional. Nnamdi Kanu. Addressing journalists on the detention of Mr. Kanu, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Charles Soludo, described the continued detention of Mr. Kanu as unacceptable and an abuse of Mr. Kanu's right to legitimate agitation. He went further to say Mr. Kanu was in the company of other Igbo leaders, including former presidential aide Padu Tomi and former head of Nigeria Electoral Regulator Sam Amadi. The former bank chief said Nigeria cannot thrive in an atmosphere devoid of the democratic freedom of speech. So Chukwuma Charles Soludo was fighting seriously for the release of Nnamdi Kanu in 2017. Then in 2022, he became the governor. Then a few days ago, they were trying to, before the whole protest on Nnamdi Kanu, it was
very dark man. Ha! Very dark man. Nah. You don't switch. Come on from Mr. Rose. Enter Nnamdi Kanu. Ah! Very dark man. You sabi the game. Oh, yes. You sabi the game. You know how to twist and whine your followers. Our land. Now, whenever you talk about Nnamdi Kanu, Piam, people who don't hate you, or people who plan to hate you, or people who is about to hate you, everybody with their mind will just soft. Because Ndi will love Nnamdi Kanu. It is if you talk about Nnamdi Kanu, say we're going to listen to you. Very dark man. Change for good. Change for good. Change for good. Not using Nnamdi Kanu to chase clouds. Change for good. I cool down to watch your video. You said that it go reach 20 years. Say the kind of information you are getting now, it go reach 20 years before they go release Nnamdi Kanu. So you know, say it go reach 20 years. You see the chook mouth, which means you're a content creator. You're a content creator.
Welcome back. Well, as it is right now, it seems people are kind of sentimental or emotional about certain issues. And Nnamdi Kanu's case is one of those that people are not really, they are not really happy. They are not happy. They are kind of emotional about the turn of event, how Nnamdi Kanu has been kept. There are a lot of reasons why the federal government, regardless of the tribe that he or she is from, as long as they are president of Nigeria, there are several reasons that are personal to them and also to certain Southeasterners who have made it possible or easy for Nnamdi Kanu to be retained. But let us look at it. Nnamdi Kanu talked and preached, like in my previous video, I shared some clip of utterances of Nnamdi Kanu. Some might say unguarded moments. Some might say, yes, this is what he believes in and this is what he's saying. Nnamdi Kanu, of course, exercising freedom of speech, but does not mean that you cannot, that your remarks or your statement cannot be inflammatory or cause chaos. In fact, the Lagos State governor and the federal government claim, according to their investigation, they said Nnamdi Kanu sparked he created some kind of, he coerced, manipulated Southeasterners, Igbos specifically, to burn Lagos down during the NSAS protest. It kept on, and there are a lot of things that were said by Nnamdi Kanu. He talked about Yoruba pastors. It was more of a tribal thing. That does not mean he doesn't speak once in a while about some Southeasterners that occupy a position. Maybe these are the people who sat down and they thought about it. They said to themselves, it's time for us to it is time for us to attack. It is time for us to deal. It is time for us to punish Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they joined forces to make sure that the extraordinary rendition was a success. They grabbed Nnamdi Kanu, held him bound, and till today is still held bound. So going to whoever it is that occupies that presidential seat, why they might not want to release Nnamdi Kanu. Let us look at it. Nnamdi Kanu might not stop repeating, release those that you guys have held bound. We want to break Nigeria apart. We want this. It might not stop his... I'm very certain that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, the first thing we want to do is to travel abroad. And I mean, go to a foreign land and then try to take care of his health, recuperate, and then he might decide to fire back again and begin to do the same. This time around, he has learned his lessons, but he is also conscious that Simon Ekpa could be arrested and he might say, let me find solace in Israel. But Israel is at war. There is restlessness in Israel. Where is he going to stay and do the Radio Biafra thing and continue to talk? He's not saying he's backing down. He will not want to back down. Maybe he might be advised like, hey, look at Simon Ekpa. Whatever country you go to, United States of America, wherever you go to, the Nigerian government they've shown strength and reach. If they could do this to Simon Ekpa, anything can be done to you. So where are you going to roar and scream and talk about Yoruba pastors and talk about Igbo this, unalive that, break the head of this one because they are not supporting this and that? I've said it that his kinsmen were part of the reasons why he was held. His kinsmen are part of the reasons why he was held. He cannot be held that way. And most of his kinsmen do not support directly. They might indirectly be supporting, but most of them are gaining a lot from Nigeria. The one Nigeria has put food on the tables of majority of them. So how then will they want to break up Nigeria? Nigeria is profitable to them. The population, most of them are businessmen, most of them have oil well. They are feeling Nigeria. It's just that a vast majority might not. And with the current going on, him inviting certain persons, asking them to come and witness this and witness that, some people are applauding it. Some see it as a rhetoric that is not going to add up or make sense. And certain Southeastern legal advisors and lawyers are saying that the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu are not smart. How can you go out there protesting? You should secure your position as a professional, and that's what you are. You're a lawyer. You are not going out there to protest. You are not an activist. You should not be drawn into this. And we all know the arrest and all of that. So a lot of things are happening. And of course, a very dark black man thing also joining matters, and they're saying, hey, Oga, shut your mouth. That's to show that there is a lot that is going on. People are emotional and sentimental. They are looking at very dark black man as an empty person who goes around like just creating some echo here and there. I don't know what your thoughts are as a Southeasterner or a person with an uncommon sense. Drop your comments. Let us talk about this.